This is going to be an option for your standing bicep stretch. So ultimately, I'm just going to take my palm and extend it out towards you, pulling my fingers back. If you feel a good stretch in your bicep right here, then this is where you're going to stay. If you need a little assistance or a little bit more, you can take the other hand, reach for those fingers, and gently pull back until you feel a nice stretch through the bicep, which is right up here, and you're also going to feel that in your forearm as well. We spend a lot of time on technology these days, and so this is probably going to feel really good right down here in your wrist because we spend so much time like this on our devices that really opening up those wrists, it feels amazing. So that is your bicep and forearm stretch. Another option for this stretch would be to come on down to the floor. This is going to be a little more intense because it includes your body weight, all right? So I'm going to come into what we call a table position, but I'm going to turn my palms the opposite way. Now, what I'd like to point out is when your palms are underneath your shoulders, or when you're in the regular position, your palms are under your shoulders. So you want to keep the palms in that same place when you turn your hands. Sometimes the tendency is we move the hands further away from our body, and that's going to be even more of an intense stretch. So start with the palms right underneath the shoulders. You can rotate one hand, and if that's good, stay there. If you go ahead and rotate both hands, it's going to be a little bit more intense because you can't adjust the amount of body weight that you're putting into the stretch. Versus if you have one hand rotated and one hand not, you can kind of shift a little bit to that normal hand to take some pressure off of the stretching side. Does that make sense? So you can kind of control it if you're just doing one at a time versus when you're doing both, you really can't control it at all. It's just there. So those are some options for your bicep and forearm stretch.